Hello everyone! Welcome to Native Man Math Tutorial wherein you can find free mathematics Tagalog tutorial. Ang content ng video lesson na ito ay Grade 9 Mathematics under Term 1, Week 6 of the revised K-10 curriculum. For today's video lesson, we are going to discuss solving problems involving linear functions. But before we discuss this lesson, if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe for more video lesson. So what are you waiting for? Let's begin! The learning competency of this lesson is solve problems involving linear functions. Again, this is under Term 1, Week 6 of the revised K-10 curriculum. And for the objectives, at the end of the session, you will be able to, number 1, identify problems that can be solved using linear functions. Number 2, determine the given data from the problem. Number 3, identify the independent and independent variables from the problem involving linear functions. Number 4, write the function that best describes the problem. And number 5, solve the problem correctly. Okay, to start, let us spot the variables in this given scenario. So in solving linear function or solving problems involving linear functions, you need to identify the two variables. In our previous lesson, the two variables are the dependent variables and the independent variables. So these two variables lead us to compute or to solve the given problem. Okay, so let us read the scenario and identify the variables. So this is the scenario. A local jeepney driver in Baguio City charged a base fare of 15 pesos plus 2 pesos for every additional kilometer traveled. The total fare changes depending on how far the passenger travels. So from this problem, we are going to identify the independent variable or that is the variable x. So what is independent? What is the cost or input variable that changes on its own? Okay? And for the second variable, that is the dependent variable y, what is the effect or outcome variable that depends on the first one? Okay, so from the given problem, what is the dependent variable and what is the independent variable? So this was our lesson or previous lesson, okay? Finding the dependent and independent variable. So here, the independent variable is that the number of kilometers traveled. Okay, so here in the case scenario, okay, let's repeat again. A local jeepney driver in Baguio City charged a base fare of 15 pesos plus 2 pesos for every additional kilometer traveled. So here, for the variable x, that is the number of kilometers traveled. So, what is the dependent variable? The dependent variable is the total fare. So, the total fare is depends its value on the number of kilometers traveled. Okay? So, that's why the independent variable x is that the number of kilometers traveled. So, this variable changes on its own. Okay? But the total fare or the variable y or dependent variable, this variable depends on the first one or depends on the variable x. Okay? Or the variable x here is the number of kilometers traveled. Okay, so these are the steps in solving problems involving linear functions. So what are the steps? So step number 1, read and analyze the problem. Number 2, list down the given data. Number 3, identify the function that best describes the problem. Step number 4, solve the problem. And step number 5, you need to check the answer. Okay? So we're going to do all these steps in solving problems involving linear function. Okay, so let's start for problem number 1. Manny wants to run a jeepney route in Baguio City. The base fare is 12 pesos and an additional 6 pesos per kilometer. How much will their jeepney earns per passenger if it travels 10 kilometers? Okay? We are going to solve this problem about linear function following the steps. For step number 1, read and analyze the problem. So after reading the problem, you need to analyze it. And by analyzing, you need to identify what is asked in the problem. So what is asked in the problem? So here, it asked of the jeepney's total earnings per passenger for a 10-kilometer travel. Or in short, the earnings of the jeep per passenger. Okay? So that is asked in the problem. How about the second step? List down the given data. So what are the data or given data in the problem? So we have base fare 12 pesos and additional 6 pesos per kilometer. Okay? So here we're going to list 6 pesos per kilometer and 12 pesos base fare. Now we are going to need to identify independent variable x and dependent variable y. So here, from the given problem, ang iseset po natin na independent variable x ay number of kilometer. So yung number of kilometers ay independent. Okay? So pwede po siyang magkaroon ng value on its own. But for the dependent variable y, the amount paid by the passenger. So yung amount paid by passenger is depend its value on the number of kilometer traveled. Okay. How about step number 3? What is the function that describes the problem? Okay, here, mula po dito sa ating data and the dependent and independent variable, this is our function or equation. F of x is equal to 6x plus 12. So, paano po ba na-generate itong equation na ito? Okay, so yung 6 ay, yun po yung per kilometer. Okay? So, since sinabi po natin na yung x ay number of kilometer, kaya x, and then yung 6 per kilometer, kaya 6x. Okay? And then yung 12 pesos ay constant because that is base fare. Basta sumakay ka po ng jeepney, may babayaran kang 12 pesos. Okay? And for every kilometer you traveled ay 6 pesos po ang additional. Okay? Kaya here, f of x is equal to 6x plus 12 is the function that describes the problem. Okay, for step number 4, solve the problem. So, we are going to use the function or the equation derived from the given problem. So, f of x is equal to 6x plus 12. By the way, y is the same as f of x. Okay? So, here, from the given problem, we are going to substitute the number of kilometers traveled by the jeepney. Okay? So, 10 kilometers. So, set that x is equal to 10. Okay? So, x is equal to 10 and substitute in the given equation or function, this will become f of x is equal to 6x means 6 times x. So, 6 times the value of x, which is 10. So, 6 times 10, then plus 12. So, here, multiply and then add. So, what is 6 times 10? That is 60 and then copy plus 12. So, 60 plus 12 is equal to 72. So, what is this 72? This 72 is the amount paid by passenger in 10 kilometers. Okay? So the jeepney earns or money earns 72 pesos per passenger for 10 kilometers. Then for the last step, we need to check the answer if that is correct. Okay, from the given function, f of x is equal to 6x plus 12. Since 72 pesos is paid by passenger for 10 kilometers, so this will become, we set f of x is 72 is equal to 6x plus 12. Now, we are going to substitute the value of x, which is 10, in the given equation. So this become 72 is equal to 6 times 10 plus 12. Again, 6 times 10 is 60, and 60 plus 12, that is equal to 72. So 72 is equal to 72, and they are equal. So meaning to say, our answer is correct. Okay? Okay, for problem number 2. A sari-sari store sells pack of canned tuna for 40 pesos each. What will the sari-sari store profit after 20 packs are sold? Okay, we're going to solve this problem following the steps. For step number 1, read and analyze the problem. So after reading, you need to analyze. So the problem is that all about selling of pack of canned tuna. Okay, and the amount of tuna is 40 pesos per pack. Okay, and what is asked in the problem? The problem asked on the earnings or the sari-sari store's profit on a 20 packs of tuna sold. Then, step number 2, list down the given data. So, yung data po natin na given dito ay 40 pesos. Again, this 40 pesos is the amount of canned tuna or amount of pack of canned tuna. Okay, so we are going to write it here. 40 pesos per pack. And we are going to set the variable x and variable y. For independent variable, we set as x, and this x is the number of packs of canned tuna. Okay? So again, bakit po siya independent? Independent because the number of packs can be changed on its value. So pwedeng ang tanong po dito ay 10 packs. Pwedeng ang tanong po dito ay 20 packs or 15 packs. So pwede po 'yon. Okay? And for the dependent variable y, yung y ay it depends its value on the independent variable x. So, we set this one as profit of packs of canned tuna. Okay, so yung profit of packs for canned tuna ay depend on the number of x cells. Okay? And for step number 3, what is the function that describe the problem? So here, mula po dito sa step number 2, ay this is the function. F of x or y is equal to 40x. So again, ang 40 ay amount per pack at yung pack po ay x, kaya 40 times x. And following this 40 times x na equation or na given, and then nakadepende po dito yung amount ng profit per packs of canned tuna. Okay, next, step number 4, solve the problem. So using the function or equation derived from the problem, f of x is equal to 40x, we are going to solve the problem. Okay, and we are going to solve that by knowing again what is asked in the problem. So the problem asks on the profit after 20 packs are sold. Mean to say, the x here is equal to 20. Wherein we set a while ago that x is the number of packs. So the number of packs is 20, so x is equal to 20. And then we are going to substitute in the given equation. So this become f of x is equal to 40 times x. X is 20, so 40 times 20. And 40 times 20 is 800. So here, a sari-sari store's profit on a 20 packs of tuna is 800 pesos. Okay? And last step, number 5, check the answer. So from the given equation, sabi po natin yung f of x o yung y, yun po yung profit. So nasolve natin or nasolve natin na yung profit ay 800. So 800 is equal to 40 times x. Okay, wherein x is equal to 20. So this will become 800 is equal to 40 times 20, and 40 times 20 is equal to 800. So here in our equation, 800 is equal to 800, mean to say our answer is correct. How about this problem number 3? Anna sells Baguio vegetables at the local market. Each kilogram of carrots sells for 50 pesos. How much will Anna generate if she sell 30 kilograms of carrots? Okay, so this is a problem about selling vegetable. Now we're going to solve this problem following the steps. For step number 1, read and analyze the problem. Okay, so after reading, we need to analyze. So here, Anna sells Baguio vegetables, and the number or the amount of kilogram of carrots is 50 pesos. Now, what is asked in the problem? So, Anna, or how much will Anna generate if she sells 30 kilograms of carrots? Okay? In short, Anna sells on a 30 kilogram of carrots. Okay, so magkano po yung sales ni Anna? Okay, after selling 30 kilogram of carrots. Kapag daw po ang carrots ay 50 pesos per kilogram. Okay, so here, list down the given data. So the given data is 50 pesos per kilogram of carrots. Okay? And identify independent variable x, number of kilogram. And dependent variable y, amount generates. Okay, so yung amount generates ay nakadepende kung ilang kilogram of carrots sold. Okay? So here, from the given data here in step number 2, we are going to derive the function that describes the problem. At ito po yung function. Okay? F of x or y is equal to 50x. Again, yung 50 ay yun po yung 50 pesos and x is kilogram. So 50 times kilogram. Okay? Okay, for step number 4, solve the problem. And to solve, we are going to use the linear function derived from the problem. F of x is equal to 50x. And what is x? X is the number of kilograms of carrot sold. So x is equal to 30 based from the given problem. Okay? And then substitute 30 in the given equation. This will become f of x is equal to 50 times x. X is 30, so 50 times 30. And 50 times 30 is equal to 1,500. Okay? So here, Anna's sales on a 30 kilogram of carrots is 1,500 pesos. Okay? For step number 5, check the answer. So here, 1,500, ito po yung amount of Anna's sales, 1,500. Then, equal to 50 times x. Again, x is 30. So, this will become 50 times 30 is 1,500. So, 1,500 is equal to 1,500. So, our equation is equal. Therefore, our answer is correct. Okay, for problem number 4. If you work 2 days for 7 hours each day in the fast food center where you earn 130 pesos per hour, how much will you earn? Okay. So we can solve this problem applying the steps. So for step number 1, read and analyze the problem. Okay. After reading, again, you need to analyze. So here, analyzing the problem is that working for 2 days, wherein each day you work 7 hours. And for the amount per hour is 130 pesos. Now, what is asked in the question or in the problem? How much will you earn? So, how much will you earn after working 2 days? Okay, 7 hours each day. And the amount per hour is 30 pesos. Okay, so here, for step number 1, your earnings on the 2-day work. And for the step number 2, list down the given data. At ito po yung ating given data. 130 pesos per hour. Okay, this one. And 2 days for 7 hour each day. And we are going to set for independent variable x, the number of hours is x, and dependent variable y, amount of earnings. So yung amount of earnings ay nakadepende doon sa number of hours work. Okay, so from the given data here, we are going to have step number 3. What is the function that describe the problem? So the function here is f of x is equal to 130x. Again, f of x is the same as y. So yung y or f of x, ito po yung amount of earnings. So the amount of earnings is equal to 130 pesos times x, and x is the number of hours. Okay? Okay, for step number 4, solve the problem. So to solve the problem, we are going to use the derived linear function. F of x is equal to 130x. So again, ang x po ay number of hours. Pero dito po sa ating given, nakalagay po na 7 hours but you work for 2 days. So for 2 days, ilang hours ka po nag-work? Okay, kapag ang isang araw po ay 7 hours. So here, 7 hours times 2 days. And 7 times 2 is 14. So mean to say, you work 14 hours for that 2 days. Okay, and ito pong 14 hours na ito, ang gagamitin po natin dito as the value of x. So this become 130 times 14, that is equal to 1,820. Okay? Your earnings on a 2-day work is 1,820 pesos. And for step number 5, check the answer. Okay, to check, we are going to use the formula And here in our formula, f of x is equal to 130x. At yung f of x po, yun po yung earnings. Okay, yung earnings na na-compute natin ay 1,820 is equal to, okay, 130 times x. And x again is 14. So 130 times 14 is equal to 1,820 also. So our equation are equal, then our answer is correct. Okay, for problem number 5. Roef's Cafe in Maria Aurora is a popular restaurant. The cafe's earnings from selling its best-selling menu is modeled by the function f of x is equal to 150x minus 10, where x is the number of orders. How much will the cafe earns from selling 10 orders? Okay, so here, we are going to solve this problem applying the step. For step number 1, read and analyze the problem. Okay, here, after reading, we need to analyze. So in our problem, given the function which is f of x is equal to 150x minus 10. Meaning to say, no need to derive the linear function kasi given na po dito. Okay? So all you have to do here is you are going to substitute the given value of order here wherein this order is x. So it states here that x is the number of orders. So yung orders po dito ay 10 orders. So meaning to say, to solve this problem, substitute lang po natin yung 10 orders as the value of x in the linear function and solve. Gawin lang po kasimple. Okay, but for following these steps, so here, read and analyze the problem. So what is asked in the problem? Roeb's earnings in selling 10 orders. And for step number 2, list down the given data. So ito po yung ating given. F of x is equal to 150x minus 10. That is the function of selling best menu. Okay. So x here is the independent variable, number of orders, and y or f of x. So wag po kayo malilito ha. F of x is the same as y. Okay. That is the dependent variable, sale earnings. Okay. So here, what is the function? The function is already there. So f of x is equal to 150x minus 10. And for step number 4, solve the problem. So using the given function, f of x is equal to 150x minus 10, substitute value of x, wherein x is 10 as the number of orders. So substitute, this will become 150 times x. So 150 times 10 minus copy 10. Okay, minus 10, minus 10. And then multiply and then subtract. So this will become 150 times 10 is 1,500. Then minus 10. That is equal to 1,490. Okay? So here, Roeb's earnings on selling their best-selling menu is 1,490 pesos. Okay, so let's try this formative assessment to end up our discussion. This is multiple choice question. Okay, so just choose the letter of the correct answer. So here in solving this formative assessment, you can pause this video lesson and then try to solve first. Then later, you can play it again, then check if your answer is correct. Okay, so here for number 1, in McCoy's Bakery, pandesal is 2 pesos per piece. If Venus buys 10 pieces of pandesal, how much must she pay? A, 15, B, 18, C, 20, and D, 22. So again, pwede po ninyong i-post muna yung video na ito, then answer, and after done answering, you can play it again to check if your answer is correct. Okay? So ang sagot po natin sa number 1, that is letter C. Number 2 question. Tricycle ride in Barangay Malaya cost 10 pesos for the first kilometer and 2 pesos for each additional kilometer. If Dondon travels 5 kilometers, how much will he pay? A, 16 pesos, B, 18 pesos, C, 20 pesos, and D, 22 pesos. So again, you can pause this video, solve and answer, and then play to check your answer. Okay? So the answer is letter C, 20 pesos. Number 3 question. Mang Miko's store sells bananas for 40 pesos per kilogram. If Arnold buys 3 kilograms of bananas, how much will he spend? A. 90 pesos, B. 100 pesos, C. 110 pesos, and D. 120 pesos. Again, pause, solve and answer, and then play. So the answer here is 120 pesos. Number 4 question. A school canteen charges 25 pesos for burgers. If Maria buys burgers for herself and her friend, how much will she spend? A. 50 pesos, B. 60 pesos, C. 65 pesos, and D. 70 pesos. Again, pause this video, solve, and then play. Check if your answer is correct. Okay? So the correct answer for number 4 is letter A, 50 pesos. Number 5 question. Mang Tito charges 150 pesos per hour for carpentry work. If he works for 5 hours, how much will he earn? A. 650 pesos, B. 700 pesos, C. 750 pesos, and D. 800 pesos. Again, try to solve, then play to check if your answer is correct. Okay, for number 5, the correct answer is letter C, 750 pesos. Okay, to end up our discussion, try to answer these exercises. So this is problem solving about linear function. So to solve this problem, try to follow the steps. Okay? Para hindi po kayo malito in solving. And then after solving, and if you have answer, try to comment your answer in the comment section. Malay mo kapag tama yung sagot mo at ikaw ang mapili ko na bibigyan ko ng reward for answering this problem, ay papasend ko lang yung GCash number mo and I will send your reward. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that you learned from my simple video lesson. Okay? So see you on my next discussion about parallelism and perpendicularity of lines.